So this helicopter is looking for Rose. All right, on today's episode of What Does the Water Source Look Like with Topless, here's option one. So it must split up the stream somewhere. We have another option over here, but look at this. We've got all these wild onions. You can definitely smell that they're wild onions. Rose has already tasted a couple. She said they're a little mild, but they're nice. So, and over here, we're gonna have option two. They must have split a little higher up, but since this one's twice as fast, this is where I'm going to get my water. And don't forget the view. There's less trees. And onions. I just looked up the details on where we are. We're at mile 181 at an unnamed spring, and there's like a little junction and a spring, and the elevation is 9,300 feet. So there you go. So this helicopter is looking for Rose, and we're having a hard time signaling it and letting her know that Rose is okay. She was sick earlier, but she's basically back. I feel bad because I'm trying to signal them and I can't really get their attention. It's like they're not looking at me. Okay, so what happened was... we decided to take a 0 day for our feet and legs.
Have we decided to 0 yet? I don't
Yes, we had decided to 0. We were going to 0 for a couple days, so we were going to go to Idlewild to get a package. And we were going to get water, and there were these oniony things, and Rose tried some.
They were delicious.
She got very sick.
And puked.
A lot. She got sick on the side of a hill, puked, rolled over, puked some more, rolled down the hill, puked some more.
Made it into the shade.
It was hysterical after the fact, terrifying as it was happening. It reminded me of when I eat pineapples because I'm allergic to pineapples. So that was my first instinct, that she was having a reaction and she was just throwing up something she ate. And if it's anything like me, she's going to throw up, it's going to really suck, and then all her energy is going to be gone, and she's going to like basically pass out for an hour. And that's pretty much what happened. However,
and then I had to walk back to camp.
While it was happening, she mumbled,
"Do you think I'm going to die?" I was thinking about Into the Wild, how he eats that food, the wrong food.
Yep. She says, "You think I'm going to die?" And then she tells me she's cold. She wants to close her eyes, and she tells me that she can't feel, or her hands and her feet have fallen asleep. They're tingly.
Because I was laying funny on them.
She was laying funny on them. But that's the information that I got. So I'm in a panic. Did she eat something poisonous? And we're on a trail in the middle of nowhere, and like for a half an hour nobody goes by. And when a couple of people actually do come by, it's a couple of hikers, and one of them actually had signal and was able to contact some of her friends that were further back
in town,
they were,
in Idlewild.
Yeah, they were like camped or something like that.
And they let the rangers know.
And they let the rangers know.
And then the helicopters started talking from the sky.
Yeah. Then like 2 hours go by. And she finally recovers. She's talking. She's got more clear sentences. And it's clear she's going to be fine. She actually said to me, "I think I'm over the worst of it." And then started talking more and more. And so we're like, okay, cool, we're good. And the 2 hikers that stopped and hung out, they moved on because they stopped to get water, and then they were doing
But then the
their hike.
helicopter came and was
And
looking for
then the
me,
helicopter.
and they came running back because
Yeah, and so those 2, one of them used her GPS. Actually, at some point, I ran back to the tent to get your Garmin because there's a GPS on it. One of the 2 had a GPS device on them, and they gave that link to their friend to give to the ranger.
so the ranger was looking for them, which is why they couldn't find me.
So the ranger contacted the cops. So the cops came with a helicopter, followed the GPS device, which was not ours, it was the other hikers, found them, and they're like trying to tell the helicopter, I'm not Rose, Rose is that way. And the helicopter finally found us, and then there's a lot of weird communication where he's like,
Wave!
yeah.
Wave
He's like,
if you're Rose!
yeah, wave if you're Rose. So I can't wave, and she has to wave, and wave if you need help. And
And it
so
didn't
don't
wave.
Don't wave. And
They said that like 3 times.
yeah, they double checked everything.
They're like, can you continue your hike? Wave at us. And I'm
Yeah.
like, waving. They're like, enjoy your hike! And they fly away.
So they finally left. Yeah, and we were trying to keep it on the down low, but I was telling her like, so far only like 6 hikers know that you got sick, and then this
Only.
helicopter shows
Only.
up, blaring her name. So
And the hikers that showed up and asked you how I was doing, and you're like, I gotta go, I'm getting the Garmin.
and the other hikers ran all the way back when the helicopter showed up because they wanted to make sure the helicopter got to us, which was really sweet of them. They were both really awesome.
I can only imagine the hiker hotline down the trail, how the
gonna be
story is gonna
amazing.
go.
Yeah. So, never have I ever had a helicopter patrolling around looking for me, blaring my name. She has to drink.
Cop cars and helicopters, never a boring day through hiking.